Good evening everyone, and welcome back to the Brain Dead Breakdown. It's time for the Vinyl Countdown, episode 9, and today we're doing a band that I love again. They've been featured on the Vinyl Countdown before, and now they're being featured again. It is time for some Bilmuri with 400 Pound Back Squat. This is a special version of the album. This was a limited special coloured vinyl release, so the vinyl is, in fact I'll show that off when we're over on the sofa. But yeah, the vinyl is a special vinyl. It's a double album as well, so 400 Pound Back Squat on one side, Banana on the other as well. So Banana was originally released in 2017, and then the album that we're going to be listening to today, 400 Pound Back Squat, was originally released in 2021. Now this, I've spoken to a lot of Murray fans since becoming a fan myself. And it seems like this is commonly the most favourite Murray album. It's very common that people say that this is one of their favourites. If one of their favourites, if not their favourite. And I can completely understand why. This is a brilliant, brilliant album from the days when he was basically releasing them for his Patreon almost. You know, like even on here, like there's. Let me open this for you quickly. It even thanks the patrons on the album here. Got like a whole bit that is just straight up dedicated to thanking the patrons, which I think is brilliant and is a great idea. And I'm going to be stealing that when I make an album. But no, like I think that's brilliant. I think that's a great idea, and it just, Johnny used to do that on most of his stuff, it would seem. I've seen a lot of stuff online where like he thanks his patrons, and like a lot of the older albums and stuff, and now we've got American Motorsports, which is, I think it's the first full release. I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think every other release of Bilmuri has been like, on vinyl anyway, has been like this, where you get a newer album on one side and one of the older ones on the other. So American Motorsports was like the first full proper one that they've done. But this album here contains one of my favourite songs by Bilmuri. It's number 2, A Cowboy's Heavy Load. Love this song. It was, in fact, if I remember correctly, Cowboy's Heavy Load was the first song by Bilmuri that kind of made me realise how good of a guitarist Reese is. And appreciate Reese, because that solo in Cowboy's Heavy Load is... But yes, guys, it's time. Should we stop talking? Shall we go and listen? I think we should go and listen. So join me over on the couch. It's time to listen to 400 Pound Back Squat. Hey! Hello everyone, and welcome to the sofa section of the Vinyl Countdown. It's time to listen to 400 Pound Back Squat. As I would have previously mentioned, we're going to be doing 400 Pound Back Squat today, not the Banana side, because these old Patreon vinyls that Bilmuri, the special limited vinyls that Bilmuri used to put out before, you know, they were big enough to do regular releases. They would release a new album and an old album on the same vinyl, so you get two sides. But today we are going to be looking at 400 Pound Back Squat. I'm sure some of you who know this album are very confused right now, maybe, about the fact that this is not pink, because the actual cover is pink and everything. This was one of the limited edition ones that came with a special coloured vinyl. So I will show that off quickly now. So I purchased this on eBay. These vinyl records are very hard to come by in the UK. So I purchased it on eBay. I sent the US seller an offer. The guy that was selling this in the US, I sent them an offer. And they were honest with me. They said, the only reason I accepted this was because I saw that you were in the UK. And I'm imagining these are hard to get in the UK. And I want to spread the love of Bilmuri throughout the world. So if you were an American and you offered how much I offered for this, they would have said no. But because I'm British and I'm across the pond, they were like, do you know what? I want to spread the Murray Nash across the pond. So they accepted my offer, and thank you very much for doing so. But yes, we got the nice little thank you portion in here. That's why it says, thank you. Hey, Murray Nash, just wanted to give you guys an incredibly big, sincere thank you for listening to 400-pound back squat. I appreciate you. Like you who are reading this a whole hell of a lot. Your kind words and memes you share with me every day make my life truly so much better. Appreciate you. And I can relate to that. And do you know what? The more I listen to Bill Murray, the more I think that I like Bill Murray because I can relate to them. Like him, Johnny. I like Johnny because I can relate, you know. It's just, this is how I feel about the Patreon and stuff, you know. It's just like sometimes I have really bad days. Like yesterday, in fact. And you guys help. So thank you. But enough of that. Let's show off this vinyl. Like I said, it's a special limited edition one. And there it is. You see, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool looking. But I don't know if you guys agree. I think it's about time to get started with this. So let's put it on, shall we? Right, so 400-pound back squat. Here we go. I just keep wondering who I am. I close my eyes, yeah, subsides, and it makes no difference. How can I feel free? And I feel the sadness. How can I feel free? And I feel the sadness. I love the guitar solo in Cowboy's Heavy Load. It's such a good solo. Some nice technique in there, a bit of chicken picking, some legato, some slide, like some good shit. There's some fun shit. Bill Murray is the epitome of easy listening for me. Like, I can just put on Bill Murray and listen. Like, no fanciness, no pomp and circumstance. I can just put it on, and I literally listen to American Motorsports every day in April. And that is the end of the album. These are shorter ones, like the older Bill Murray stuff. That's why they have 2 albums per vinyl, and they re-released the older ones on vinyl because the albums were shorter. Sometimes I like that. I love 400-pound back squat. As I said, got the limited edition, managed to snake it on eBay from an American seller who was willing to post worldwide and gave me a good deal because I was British and he wanted to spread the good word of Murray across the world. And I appreciate that greatly. And I've listened to most of Bill Murray's back catalogue at this point. This is number 3 for me. This album is number 3. For me, it goes I love this one, then Eggy Pocket, and then American Motorsports. I'm sorry, I know that might be controversial for some Murray fans, but I love American Motorsports, specifically the 420cc edition, because of the additional tracks, and but this album I listen to just as much, seeing as they are the 2 vinyl records I have of Bill Murray. Even though I technically have Banana as well, because it's on the other side of this. But yeah, Eggy Pocket. Seeing as Eggy Pocket is my number 2, that needs to be purchased. I need to get that somehow. But there's only one available that I've found right now, and it's 300 fucking quid on eBay. So if there's any Bill Murray fans out there who happen to have a couple of copies of Eggy Pocket and want to hit up your boy, let me know, because I very much want to add that to my collection. Very much so. And Wet Milk, actually, but more Eggy Pocket, because Eggy Pocket is my number 2 behind American Motorsports. But, man, Johnny Frank is a beast. Like, it's a story that I've heard many times now. You know, like, I've seen the live videos. I've heard him talk about why he started Bill Murray. And I can relate. And it is incredibly inspirational to see someone go through all that and come out the other side stronger with more inspiration and more passion and will to do things. And honestly, that's how I'm starting to feel. Like I'm starting to push myself out the other side of the depression and all of that shit. It never truly goes away. But I'm starting to push myself out the other side. I'm starting to write. I'm starting to take pride in music again. And bands like Bilmuri are the reason. Because they give me inspiration. And I'm going to be going to see Bilmuri again. Going to be taking Mum again. We went to see Bilmuri before. We met them after the show. All that stuff. And I got to thank Johnny. And I'm doing it again. Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much. Now, guys, come and join me back at the desk. We will review the album. Oh, and there we have it, guys. There we have it. What a brilliant album. Short, to the point, 7 songs on it. We've got Lord Farquadzilla, Cowboy's Heavy Load, Jacked and Stacked Mass Monster, Level 99 Roid Mage, Large Throbbing Positive Mindset, Keeping It Beefy, and then Relaxing Box Fan Sleep Ambient Sounds number 3. I always get that one messed up, because that one's a mouthful and I always mess that one up. But no, Relaxing Box Fan Sleep Sound... see, I always mess it up. Relaxing Box Fan Sleep Ambient Sounds number 3. And before you ask, no, there was not a 1 and 2. But no, man, I love this band. Johnny Frank is such an inspiration to me. And I said over on the couch, and I'm going to say it now, that since doing this journey, I've discovered well, I've not discovered them, I've been shown from you guys a lot of different artists. But the 2 that stick out most to me for just relatability in the songwriting is Sleep Token and Bilmuri. And whilst there are a lot of musicians that I relate to on a musicianship level, like Stephen Wilson and people like that, there's just the words, the lyrics get me as well in Bilmuri songs. I love Johnny Frank's approach to songwriting. I have technically 3 Bilmuri albums now, because this is 2, 2. And I can put on any one. Bilmuri is my go-to if I don't know what to listen to. If I want to put on a vinyl record, but I can't decide, it's going to be Bilmuri. And that is just how I feel about this band. They're amazing live. They put on such a great live show. Johnny's amazing. Gabby's amazing. Reese is amazing. Zabby's amazing. They're all brilliant, musicians in their own right. And then you get them on stage and they put on one of the most honest and heartfelt shows I've ever been to. And I've been to a lot of shows in the last year, 2 years. Since I started this channel, I've been to a lot of shows. And still, no argument. The favourite one I went to was Bilmuri. I'm sure that might be a little bit surprising to the Sleep Token fans. I've seen Sleep Token 3 times since starting this. And whilst it was an amazing show, there was just something about the Bilmuri show in Kentish Town that I will cherish that night. I will cherish that night. I will cherish my VIP pass that I still have and is hanging up. You might have even seen it just at the side of, because it's hanging next to my vinyl player. You might have even seen it in the vinyl listen through part, just hanging there. But this is an amazing band. This album is brilliant. As I say, this album is consistently, when I talk to Bilmuri fans, put up there as people's favourite. I am not in that camp. It is my 3rd favourite. But the level of distinction between these places is so close that it almost doesn't matter. I almost have all them on the same level. but it's just ever Eggy Pocket ever so slightly edges this one out for me. And then American Motorsports, I think because it's the one, like, that was I bought that vinyl at their show and listened to it every day for a month. Like, it's just like American Motorsports has a place in my heart, you know, but so do these. Oh, it's so hard. Like, it's just, guys, I think the moral of the story is check Bilmuri out. Bilmuri. Check him out, because there's a lot to love. And whilst you can always feel it's Johnny, he tries a lot of different shit. And I like that. He there's a lot of different, every album feels like it has a different theme. And it's still Johnny. You can still hear Johnny. You can still hear that brilliant musicianship and songwriting. But the vibe is slightly different on everyone. Anyway, guys, like the video if you liked it. Go and grab yourself a copy of £400 Back Squat if you can. Support the artists. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe for more like this. Comment down below to join the discussion. As always, I have been Braindead. You can catch me over on Twitch. The links are in the description. You can also catch me on the Patreon if you're not already watching it here. If you're watching the YouTube version of this, the full version is over on Patreon, which includes the entire album listened through. So, if you want to go and check that out, please do. The links are in the description. As always, I have been Braindead, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Peace.